Okay, we're working on number 21 from the comprehensive portion. Find the exact values of the 5 trig ratios not given. And you're given that the tangent of theta equals a negative radical 3 over 3, and the sine of theta is less than 0. And if you remember, which I am sure that possibly you don't, a smart trig class, right? Which means in the upper right-hand corner in quadrant 1, all of the trig functions are positive. In second quadrant, just the sine and the cosecant are positive. Down here in third quadrant, it's just the tangent and cotangent. And then over in the fourth quadrant, it is the cosine and the, secant. Sorry, I couldn't, brain fart. Okay. So what we're going to do is we have to figure out what quadrant we're in. And since tangent is negative and sine has to be less than 0, which is negative, it means we are heading down to the fourth quadrant. So you make your right triangle, right? Your diagonal always comes out from the origin, and you always make your right angle with respect to the x-axis. Tangent is opposite, over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent, that's a negative radical 3 over a 3. Okay, and then you use your Pythagorean theorem to find the hypotenuse. Please remember, guys, if you are plugging this into your calculator, that is fine, right? You're going to take the square root of. Please make sure, and I know my negative keeps like, kind of keeps, oh, it's not really what I'm, there we go. Kind of keeps connecting with the radical. It is negative radical 3 quantity squared plus 3 squared. So negative times a negative is a positive. You get a 3 square. No, you get a 3 plus a 9 is a 12. So 4 times 3, right? So you get a 2 radical 3 there. So 2 radical 3. Ooh, that's terrible. All right. So we have tangent. We need sine of theta. And sine of theta is going to be the opposite over the hypotenuse, right? And it is okay, those radical 3's will just cancel, so you have a negative 1/2. And then right away I'm going to do the cosecant, just because it's the reciprocal, so negative 2 over 1. You've got cosine. Cosine is going to be a 3 over a 2 radical 3. You have to rationalize that denominator, so it's actually a 3 radical 3 over a 2 times a 3, which is a 6. So you get a radical 3 over 2. And secant, oh, I'm sorry, that should have a theta there. So secant of theta, I'm actually just going to flip this fraction right here. So it is a 2 radical 3 over a 3. And then the only other one that we have to do is cotangent. I'll write it up towards the picture because I'm running out of space. So the cotangent of theta is just the reciprocal of the tangent. So it is a negative 3 over a radical 3, which of course you rationalize. So you get a negative 3 radical 3 over a 3. Those cancel. So you get a negative radical 3. Gosh, that got crazy. And that's all it was. It was just a right triangle trig, so Katoa, you just had to draw your picture.